So as per your request, actually as per Sharon's request in our discussion board, in this video we are going to create a flat design pet icon, well, a bird icon to be exact. And would you believe that I've created this icon, that we are going to create this icon mainly with the ellipse tool. I mean, this main shape, this body of the bird, was created with an ellipse, and the feather, of course the eyes, but the beak and the tail were all created with an ellipse. Of course, the legs were not created with an ellipse, but I think that's kind of obvious. So without further ado, let's create the icon. And of course we are going to start with creating the new artboard, and we already know how to do it. So I'm just going to go to the artboard tool, and I'm just going to click the new artboard icon like so, and just create an artboard with the same exact dimensions as the previous artboard. And in the layers panel, I'm just going to click Alt or Option if you're on a Mac, create new layer icon, and I'm going to name it as bird. Yeah, and I'm going to lock the original layer. Okay, so what I want to do right now is I want to start with a simple ellipse, and I'm going to draw it with the ellipse tool, just like that. I mean, it doesn't have to be big, it can be something like this. This should do it. And what I want to achieve right now is I want to create this this edge, this rear end of the bird. I don't know the technical term for it, so I'm just gonna call it the left edge of the bird. Okay, like that. So I'm gonna just select, move with the direct selection to the left anchor point, and here in the control panel I'm just gonna hit convert selected anchor points to corner, like that. Of course we could use the convert anchor point as well if we wanted to. That's the same thing basically. And now with the direct selection tool, what I want to do is I want to just drag it to the left and a bit up to somewhere here. This should do it. And I think we are already starting to see what we are going to achieve right now. We are already building this whole shape. So right now, of course, I need to just adjust with the direction handles the curvature of the bottom part of the body of the bird to something like that. And with this direction handle, I'm gonna move it down just a bit. Yeah, this should do it. This looks all right. Of course, we could spend the whole afternoon tweaking these direction handles, tweaking this anchor point, and you could do it if you want. Be my guest. If you want to tweak these guys, just tweak them. Just create your flat icon and share them in the discussion board. It really makes me happy. So let's continue with creating our bird. As we can see, the back of the bird is a bit more slightly dented than the original, but that's okay. We are the designers and we decide what's cool and what's not. So what I want to do now is I just simply want to scale this guy down, and I want to scale it uniformly, of course, to around 40, maybe 30%, maybe 35, and of course I want to hit copy, just like that, to have the feather. And I'm going to move it somewhere here. This should be fine. And all that's left to do in this video are the eyes. And of course we are going to create them with an ellipse as well. So I'm just going to create one ellipse, copy and paste it in front, and maybe scale it this time just like that. Make sure that it has the proper fill, not the stroke, just like that. And maybe I'll move it slightly up. Yeah, this should do it. Okay, so in the next video, we are going to create the tail and the beak, and of course the legs and the background. So if you're interested, keep watching.